incoming vice president, president of the Senate will be able to break the ties. That's why this is so important right now.
Yeah. Good night, sweethearts. I'm waiting for 100 folks to come on, and I'm gonna talk to you. I'm gonna talk to you. I'm gonna talk to you. Yeah. Where are my pastors? Where are my supporters? Where are my folks? Where are my sweethearts? Is Sister Yvonne Hall on? Somebody find me Sister Yvonne Hall, please. Good night, honeys. Good night. Auntie Andrea, how are you? Good night. How is Brother Branford? Sister Branford, how is Brother Branford? Good night, honeys. Good night. Good night. Good night. Good night. I'm waiting for 100 folks, and then I'm going to talk to us. I'm going to talk to us. Lady Gail, find me Sister Yvonne Hall, please. Lady Gail, I'm just seeing the text. Lady Gail, I'm just seeing the text. Okay, wonderful. Awesome. Good night. Good night, honeys. Good night. Good night. I'm waiting for 100 folk to come on. I'm waiting for 100 folk. to come on. All right, so 4 more people and I'm going to talk to her. I'm going to be brief. I may shed a tear, but bear with me. It's a long time you don't see me cry, so kind of bear with it tonight. I may. Not sure, but I may. I may shed a tear. Where is Pastor Joey? I want my pastors and all my leaders on, all my Sunday school teachers on. I want my folks on. And I have 95 on. I'm waiting for 4 more people. No, man, I'm not putting on my glasses. I don't even have on bra. Don't even have on bra. I'm in my house. And when you see me come on like this, you know, it's something. Pastor Chevy was supposed to be doing live tonight. Tomorrow night, prepare for Pastor Chevy doing live. I'm on tonight. She was going to come up, but we was on the street, and we just came on. So I have 102 on. Good night, sweethearts. Good night. Where are my armor bearers? Yes, I'm over here. Just stay where you are. Yes. Yeah, where you going? Where you going?
Walk on your bed.
Okay. All right, go ahead. Brethren, good evening. Thank you, Sister Paulette. Good evening. I hope all is well. I hope you had a good day. Sister Desiree, go in heaven bless you. How the cake sale going? I hope you had a great day. I was inside all day. I was supposed to go feeding today. Feeding the folks today. I'm going Jersey. Tomorrow we're going to be out there early. Going to Jersey to feed some folks. I also want to touch the Bronx, but because I had Jersey in mind first, I am find me my secretary. I was going to go Jersey today, Sister Pearlie. But tomorrow we're going Jersey to feed. So we were in all day. But tonight, we went out. We leave home about what time? After 6. After 6 to 7, we went outside and went by Sister Pansy and drop off some clothes. She washes our clothes now. Drop off some clothes. Drop off some other things to throw away. And we were going to pick up drinks. As we go to feed, we provide them with, where's Miss Jean? We provide them with water, sodas, juice sometime. So I wanted to pick up some cucumbers for the side dish. No, I was crying, Sister Anita Reed. I don't have the sniffles. I was crying. Pick up some cucumbers for the side dish. And pick up some drinks, some sodas and whatever for the folks tomorrow as we go to feed. And need a church in Jersey. And so, but tonight when I came in, I just came in and I come on live. When I came in, the Lord said to me, I was saying, Pastor Chevy, I said, the Lord said that we shouldn't wait until we are ready to go out to feed, but we should always have drinks on board. So in other words, when we go places, we stop the bus, stop the van, because it's cold now, we can leave them in the fridge. So I would just tell Pastor Sheffield that. But we were on site and we were going to get some drinks. I wanted to give them some Arizona and so tomorrow with the food. And so anyway, went different places. But as I left Sister Pansy and press your lips and where's Melbourne? And we were driving on Flatbush, and then we came all the way down and made a right on Empire. The steps of a good woman, a good girl, a good boy, a good man are ordered by the Lord. Your steps ought to be ordered. Our steps as believers ought to be ordered. Sometimes we just get up and pick up ourselves. This is why in all our ways we ought to acknowledge God. And he will direct our paths. In the wee hours this morning, God was nudging me to pray. And as he was nudging me to pray, nudging me to pray. Sister Princess Leah, he told me, cover in the prayer shawl. Pastor Cooper, and as I covered in the prayer shawl in the wee hours, God was minister. I feel a difference in my soul. It's like I get a new soul, a new heart. Yeah? Feel renewed. And then lunchtime, Pastor Chevy and I, we talked with him. So I was having a headache. So I laid down and I was dressed warm. I was under comforter, and then I know something wanted to happen. I tell Pastor Chevy, throw on me another comforter. I know the enemy wanted to drop something on me. So I lay down. And so that's why we didn't go today. So anyway, in the after 6, I said, let's go out, take the clothes to wash, to pass to Sister Thing, and throw out some stuff we need to throw out from here. So when we leave Sister Pansy coming out, and we end up on Empire. As we were driving, brethren, I am at a place where I've been looking for people, looking to see who is homeless, who is on the street, what's going on with people. And as we got to Empire and Rogers, I noticed a young lady or two with dogs. You know the little poodles, they're probably walking their dogs, Stephanie. But I know in that corner, there was a lady there. I seen her for myself a couple weeks ago. Just sitting there. No, she was homeless, Melbourne. I never approached her. I went my way, but every time I passed, I would look. But tonight, as I saw them coming from that corner with the dogs, I said, but there is a lady that is used to be usually sitting there. So I passed and I looked and I turned around, drove back to the area right on Empire and Rogers. Brethren, I want you to stay with me. And I left the bus light on her. Get out of the bus, walked to her. She was asleep, but they just moved from there with the dogs. So before I saw the lady, I said, maybe they're letting the dog do. And so I pull up and the bus light was on. So I walk up, I said, good night. She didn't answer. So I walked around and I said, good night. She didn't answer. I was wondering if she died. But I was looking and I said, she's breathing. So I managed to get her awake. I said, good night. I'm from the church and I passed here before, but I stopped tonight. How are you? I said, how are you? It's a foolish question because you're out there in the cold. She didn't answer. I said, I want to help. I said, and I'm talking to her, but she's not talking to me. But she woke up and she looked at me, but she's not speaking. I said, you're not talking to me. Why? Then I said, I am a pastor. And I just stopped to help in whatever way. She didn't talk to me. I walked back to the bus, heavy. And I went in the bus and I was talking to Pastor Chevy. And I said, get me the crisis manager on the line. That's Chaplain Yvonne Hall, our Sunday school coordinator. I called and I said, I told her where I was and I told her what was happening. So what she usually do is reach out to the something crisis, the mobile crisis people, and they will come out. That she did. Brethren, I drove up the next block to Nostran and Empire. And the other picture, you see me put it up. Young lady, she's Hispanic. She's from the Dominican Republic. She speaks Spanish. I understand Spanish, but to speak it, I don't speak it well, but I understand it more than I speak. So whatever, I can understand most of the thing, if almost all, and then I would answer her in Spanish, how I can. So it's a young girl, young pretty girl. She said her mother lived in the building across the street. And something happened because she showed me her hand. It seemed like she went to the hospital. And when she came back, they locked her out of the apartment. They're saying she's crazy. And she's sitting in the street. Brethren, she's under a blanket. You saw the things. But when I looked, the pants that she have on, you know the young people pants? Yeah, the name of the place is Department of Homeless Outreach Mobile Team. That's the person you reach, or those are emergency. And the pants she had on, you know them young people pants were cut up, and you need something underneath it. I said, but you're cold. She said, no. So I said, I have a blanket on the bus. She said, no, she have one, and she have blankets. I stood there for a while and spoke while having Chaplain Yvonne on the line. I'm talking to her and I'm listening to her. Brethren, I said, how can I help? So she said she just want a job and to get her own apartment. She says 27 years she's in this country. You know, and it's something I'm not understand, but some I understand. 27 she's in this country. Her mother is a Christ, but she's on the street homeless with her things by the bank on Nostrum and Empire. And brethren, I had was to leave. I left her there and spoke to Chaplain Yvonne. And Chaplain Yvonne said she will reach out to the mobile crisis, please, which she did. But hear me where I'm going. So after leaving them, Moya wanted a sandwich. I went to Burger King to get Moya a sandwich, chicken sandwich. Drive past church, was on the phone talking to somebody because my Lysel was telling me about a young man in Jamaica. He has no legs, but he needs help. Old man in Jamaica needs help, has no legs, needs help. So they were reaching out to me to help him. I said, all right, Lysel, find out all information and let me fly down to Jamaica, or have my liaison there. Let's just check the scene out. At first, the beginning, I said to her, make sure no other charity is dealing with him, because the confrontation with Sasha the other night, last week, Tuesday, I'm not going to have no more tangos with any charity. If you need help, once no other charity is there, I'm going to come in. If there's anybody else, I'm telling you now, I'm not going to come in. Because I don't be in arguments. I don't have confrontations. I don't quarrel. I don't fight. I don't argue and I go silent. But the thing is it with me, I will tell you the minute what happened to me. Brethren, I'm convinced that I was telling Pastor Chevy tonight, I lose my mind. Brethren, I think something wrong with me, you know. You didn't know. I am convinced after tonight that something wrong with me. And I need your prayers. Brethren, I need prayer. I need help. Pastor Cooper, pray for me, do. I want my pastors to pray for me. I want my leaders. I want you, Facebook supporters. Something wrong with me, you know. Remember me tell you, I don't lose my mind. I lost myself, and I want to get myself back. I want to get my mind back. I am COPD. Is that the thing, right? COPD. What you call the thing? COPD when you over something. When you over thing. When you over COD something another. What is the word when you over something? Pastor Chevy, a piece of paper towel that don't wipe my nose. What you call it? I'm going to tell you what it is. And so Lysel was telling me about the man in Jamaica and so forth. CD. Oh, CD. Thank you, Sister Quentin. And I am ready to fly to Jamaica to tend to the man.
It's your heart.
Pastor Chevy said to me, but servant, you have a liaison in Jamaica. Let her check out the situation. But brethren, I see the man, let me show you. And I'm going to tell you why I want myself back. I am going to tell you, see the man here, so hold on. Hold on, brethren. Hold on. Let me show you the man. You sorry say your name, huh? Why?
No, no say that. Oh, that you did say?
Yeah. Again.
Mm-mm.
Come that God say, I beg you, I say,
The wheelchair. Car. That look a wheelchair for you.
never know.
Brethren.
Only one letter coming. Only one letter coming.
All right. So Lysel said, the niece or somebody's niece, Pastor, reaching out to me to help him. I said, Lysel, please to find out for me, Make sure nobody's helping him. Make sure there is no charity business that because, brethren, I don't want nobody say nothing to me. Because, brethren, I don't be in arguments. I don't quarrel. Brethren, I don't be in fights. If I have to say something, I'm going to say it. And if I say it and I offend you, I'm going to tell you I'm sorry. When I finish with it, I finish with it. And what happened with Sasha ain't happening again. So for those that need help, please, if you know there is another organization that don't involve me in it for Jesus' sake. But with this man, so Lysel talking to me that they need help, I said, all right, send me information and whatever I need to do, I'm going to go down there. I must send my liaison tomorrow and then I'll fly down, check out the situation. And she said, there's a lot of elderly people in that area that need help. Brethren, and when I was finished talking to Lysel, I went to get the cucumber to cut up tomorrow. And the food to go share. Pick up some sodas and stuff for the guys, for the folks. Come to the van, so we're driving down Church Avenue. When we get to church at Utica, when we get to church and Utica by the bus stop, by the Korean store, I saw a lady sitting on the road, not on the side of the road, on the road. I see a young man standing afar off, standing off. People waiting on the bus. My Nikki bought me a nice grey hat and a sweating, and Moya, she make sure we warm and so a new jacket. So I had on the hat and the thing, but hear me. And I said, Pastor Chevy, something is going on there. The lady sitting, what you call them holders, not the manhole, but they have different holes, Jackie, different. What you call them holder? Manhole maybe, but the thing cover. But it cover with the thing them. And the lady sitting on it, on the road where the bus stop is. I pull aside my van. I pull aside the people them bus. I came out. I left Pastor Chevy and Moya in the bus. And walked to see what's going on. What's going on? I got there and I stood and I looked. The young lady, I don't know if she fell down. I don't know. But she was sitting on the street. The young man stand up afar off, and when I walk and got closer, a lady was on the phone talking to 911. So I hear they telling where she is. But brethren, as I stand up there, you know, the lady that's sitting on the street, she stretched out her hand to the young man to help her up. Brethren, she stretched out her hand to the young man and she doing like this, meaning, help me up from here, sir. Pick me up, oh God, oh God, oh God, oh God, oh God. Brethren, and the young lady stretching her hand for the young man to pick her up, to help her up at least. Baby, she fell. When I realized what was going on, brethren, I walk over to the lady. I said, what happened? She can't really talk, baby. I don't know if the head. I said, what happened? And brethren, I lift her up from where she was sitting. I lift her up from this. Brethren, I didn't have on no mask, you know. I didn't have on any mask. I lift up that woman from the street corner because dollar vehicle running. Bus stop is right there. Dollar vehicle could pull up and just swing in and lick down the young man and kill the young man. While the young man stand up there, brethren, oh God. And this is why I put up, it is a cold, cold, cold world. It's sad. It's so sad, brethren. I want to go home. I want to go home. Oh God, I want to go home. I want to go home. Brethren, this is a cold, cold world. People is not compassionate. People have no compassion. Oh God, oh God, oh God, oh God, oh God. Brethren, people, men's heart have wax and cold. Men heart hard. She's stretching her hand for him to help her up, and until now, he didn't touch her. I lift her up, brethren, from where she was, and I put her to the side of the road. Brethren, the woman was shaking because she was cold. The one who was on the thing, talking to the ambulance. God. The bus came. They went on the bus. Everybody went on the bus. The young man that was standing where she pushed out her hand for the young man to help her up, he walked now to the corner because he see me now, because I see where the lady is stretching out her hand for help. I went and lift her up and I put her to the side of the road. I said, what's your name? She couldn't tell me her name. I said, where you live? And brethren, I was hugging on her, if you understand. First, I was rubbing her back. Sometimes somebody only need a back rub. Sometimes somebody need a hand to hold, a shoulder to cry on, a neck to lean on, and a hug. I remember, as I was saying to Lysel this evening, I was in church and I was weeping. Brethren, I was weeping unconditionally. And my armor bearer hold my hand. She didn't talk to me. She didn't ask me what was happening, but she know I was weeping. And she held my hand, brethren, and I hold on to the hand, oh God. When she held my hand, I felt like if it was Jesus holding my hand. Brethren, sometime a person need a handhold, but you know what bothers me? Hear what bothers me? How can people be so cold? Oh, brethren, everybody that was at the bus stop went on the bus and they left. I was alone cuddling that woman. I came right over her, rubbing her back, embracing her. I said, let me pull up your jacket, you cold. Oh, God. I said, let me pull up your jacket. Brethren, she had on something that looked like a jacket. And you know, immediately I want to take off my jacket. Brethren, I zip up what looked like a jacket. And I take off my hat from my gray head. And I put it on her because she was shaking. She was cold. And brethren, I hugged over her, cuddled over her. And I stayed there and I said to her, they called the ambulance for you. And brethren, in the distance, I heard the siren coming. And I stood up now. And I'm looking at the ambulance coming. When I look for the young man, I didn't see him. Then I hear him pass behind me and said, thank you for helping. I look at the young man, thank you for helping. I look at him, and he didn't wait to talk to the ambulance people. No, he walked away and left. When they pulled up, I said I met her on the street and I lift her and put her there. But because of the coronavirus, I didn't have on any mask. They came out then thing, and when they talk, because I didn't have any mask, they said, okay, have a blessed night. I was upset I didn't answer. Blessed night. They asked me who called. I said the young man walked away. And brethren, I went into the bus. And when I got in the bus, I said, Pastor Chevy. I said, Pastor Chevy, it's a cold world. And brethren, I broke down and I said, Pastor Chevy, something is wrong with me and I need help. Brethren, I am convinced that something wrong with me. I've lost my mind. I've lost myself. And I want to find myself back. And I want my mind back, brethren. Yesterday morning in the wee hours as I lay in bed, the Lord woke me up. When he woke me up, immediately I felt discouragement. I felt like I wanted to stop helping people. And I said it, that you know what is true, I must stop helping people immediately. When I said it not out of my mouth but in my heart, I'm going to stop helping people. Immediately the Lord said, no, push through. Not knowing what was coming. And yesterday, brethren, was Monday morning, and Monday morning came. I was beaten up yesterday because of Junior's home in Jamaica that I stream. Brethren, I stream. And I often tell the people I stream because you give me your money. And so you must see where your money is going. And so nobody must call me thief. And so that's, and before I stream, I just tell people, and I like to show the extent or the severity of the thing so that you will see what you are giving towards. Brethren, yesterday morning was a rough morning because of Jamaica and the streaming. Pastor Chevy went through it yesterday. I even hear my name calling and I lay down there and I wouldn't say a word. I understand why God told me, no, you can't give up. Push through. Brethren, isn't it something when, hear me, when you come into a situation and you want to help the situation, Cathy Roden, the family members, they sit down all the time, they wasn't doing anything. But now God sent you to come and do something about the situation, but because of embarrassment, the shame, it's shame, shame and disgrace. It's different things sometimes. Some people may say, but you're lazy. Get up and work and whatever. Sometimes, brethren, it's not that they don't want to get up and work, but they need you to help them up and help them to that place. Tonight, the lady was stretching out her hand to the young man to help her, and the young man didn't help. And this is what is going on with a lot of our family members, with our children, with our brothers and sisters, with our nieces and nephews and our grandchildren. You think that they should get up and go work, but brethren, I come back that we wrestle not against flesh and blood. Sometimes it's a spiritual battle that they're fighting, that is not because they don't want to get up and help, but something is holding them back. They need a breakthrough. They need a release. They need a push. They need a hand to pull them up. They need a shoulder to help brace them, brethren. Especially in the Caribbean with dark bad. Brethren, I am from Tobago, Trinidad and Tobago. I'm from there. I've been through some stuff, and this is why I can talk how I talk, with dark from the Caribbean, with dark. Sometimes it takes you to sit down and listen to the person. It takes you encouraging them. It takes you giving them a start. It takes you doing something for them. Sometimes people lock up in the house and the house not clean, the house untidy. A normal person will not live in an untidy house. A normal person is not living underneath a tree. A normal person, brethren, is not going to be on the sidewalks when there are shelters. Something is wrong somewhere. But because we're so dark from the Caribbean, and I'm not apologizing, because we're so dark from the Caribbean, from the Caribbean, we feel that, listen, get up and do something. What will kill somebody else wouldn't affect you. What will affect you, somebody else, it wouldn't bother. Remember, we are different people. We are different individuals. Jesus paused for a woman of ill repute where we would not stop for. We would not stop for her, especially the Christian that wasn't stopping because she breaking up home and taking away people's man. But if the man was a man any at all, she couldn't take him away. But because he licky ready and in tone long and he want to put it in a different places, a woman can come and persuade him. No apologies. You understand? A woman can't take away my man if my man wasn't long iron, red iron, licky and in tone long. A man can go no further. A woman can go no further than a man let him or a woman let him. You can't make me do what I don't want to do when coming to man and woman. You understand? But Jesus paused for her. Jesus stopped and Jesus was tired from his journey, but he stopped and he had a conversation with her. When that woman left, Jesus, look at the conversation how it started. Jesus started the conversation. We as Christians, we not doing it. We not doing it, you know. We not speaking to some people on the street because they don't look like us, they don't sound like us. When I had on this the hat Sunday morning, everybody loved me because I had on the hat. Anointing was blasting because I had on the hat. What a difference that the hat make. I could have just come out of somebody's bed, but it's the hat. Because I talk about hat, then I put on one Sunday. Do you understand? And some people, they're not going to talk to you because you don't have on a hat. They're not going to deal with you because you don't have on a hat. You don't look like them. You don't sound like them. You don't smell like them. I remember a leper came to Jesus. And he said, if thou wilt, thou can make me clean. Jesus stretched forth his hand, thank you, Holy Ghost, and touched the leper. We wasn't doing it. Coronavirus, we're not going close to nobody. We always have a mask on. Where we should have mask on, we don't have it on. We always have a mask. Wear your mask. Wear your mask, you know. Wear your mask. We're not touching people. It doesn't matter if that person is bleeding to death. I'm talking to believers. We're not pausing or stopping to help that person that is bleeding to death because of coronavirus. If you have any oomph, if you have any anointing, if you have any presence of God, corona can't touch you with a 60-foot pole. See me sitting down here, so I don't have corona. I may not get it yet. And the things I do. The things I do. The lady was stretching out her hand to be held up. She wanted to get up from where she was, but there was no hand to help her up. Dark Caribbean people. People are stretching out their hands to us because they want to move from where they are. But because we're dark, we're not stretching out our hands to help them. But this is where I come in. Why I cry. Let me tell you why I cry. Brethren, I would take this to my grave with me. When I see the woman stretching out her hand for the guy to help her up or somebody to help her up, nobody responded. Nobody responded. Nobody helped her. Nobody helped her. That's right, Sister Cathy Road, and corona can't touch me with a 6-foot pole. I was hovering over the woman today because I know she was cold. I say, you're cold. And I'm using my body to cover her because she cold. Even those that came in the ambulance, they too were cold. As they came out, all right, they on their duty, they put on their mask. And because I didn't have on a mask, they bid me good night for me to leave the woman that I just helped up from the street corner, the woman that God just used me to spare life from a dollar vehicle looking at on a bus. They bid me adieu. Brethren, I went in the bus, and you can ask Pastor Chevy, she's sitting right here. I begin crying and I said, Pastor Chevy, I'm convinced that something is wrong with me. Brethren, anywhere I see help, remember the bird motor car was going to kill the bird. I jump out of my vehicle and go pick up a bird, a black bird. I went and picked up a black bird and had it home here and was nursing it. A bird. God has given me a heart and I want to have a talk with him about it. And this is why I'm crying. Why couldn't I just go where me going and go home? Why I couldn't just go home? I couldn't. What will stay with me? She stretched her hands for somebody to help her up. And nobody did. See Pastor Chevy there, she repeated. And nobody did. And brethren, I'm wondering if something is wrong with me. Anywhere I hear help, see help, I'm ready to jump in. I was in Jamaica and a young lady, you see the dresser? The lady just come in this one, stand up and looking at it, and I know she wanted it. I use your money and buy it. She shocks her till I know she can't catch herself. Another young lady was passing with a boy, and I begin to question her, and she said, he go to daycare and so forth and so forth. I said, who paid the daycare fee? She paid. I said, what about the father? He's in foreign. I said, he don't help. She said, he don't help, or he helps sometime. I said, as of today, which was 2 weeks ago, I am going to pay that little boy's daycare fees, $20. I paid 2 weeks of the daycare already. I have the receipt in my phone. Because she sent the receipt to the secretary. I have it in my phone. And I told the girl, I said, I am going to pay that daycare as long as I'm in daycare paying it. Eh, brethren? Jesus sat with the publicans and sinners. He mingled with them. We're not doing it. Brethren, something is wrong somewhere. And so I need prayer because something must wrong. You know something is wrong with me? I'm convinced something is wrong with me. Denise, something is wrong with me. Brethren, and I cry to Pastor Chevy. I cry. I said, Pastor Chevy, I want my mind back. I said, Lady Gail, I want myself back. I've lost myself and I want myself back. Brethren, when I see... Pray for me. Got something wrong with me. Sister Karen Bell, what would Jesus do? Brethren, grant me a favor. I'm hurting, I'm broken. I keep seeing the hand. She putting out her hand and the hand shaking and she putting it out for him to help her up. Or anybody to help her up. And nobody. But I thank God that he would have ushered me out of this house to go on the street. And I was right there to help that woman up. Brethren, I want to put down a good piece of bawling. My heart is so heavy. My heart is heavy. Who have stretched out their hands to you to help them? And you didn't. How you feel? How you feel? Who have you passed on the street corner and left them for dead and you go home and sleep, go home and eat and sleep? How you eat? How you sleep? How you do it? Who needed to talk to you? Who needed a listening ear? And you said, I have no time. And me talk to you another time. And you fan them off. Who have you done that to? I got a lot of beating yesterday. Pastor Chevy got some beating yesterday because of me in Jamaica streaming. Our brother place. It's not because Pastor Chevy and him never grew up enough, but it's our brother. When I hear about the situation, I stepped in, and that's how I do. Boy then say some things but servant. Until I said to him, because he heard, I said to him, I said, you know, Junior, me not bother with it, you know. Mr. Junior, me not bother with it. Brethren, press your lips. When I tell Junior, say, Mr. Junior, me not bother with it because me no want my name called because me doesn't dare to mix up. Brethren, the young man him bawl. Think you hear the big man cry? Him bawl. bawl. The young man bawl like a cow. And then while he crying, he saying, me tired of this. Me fed up of this. Me tired of this. Me fed up. And he almost a beg and say, in other words, because me said, you know what is true, me not bad with it. He ma beg, see Pastor Chevy sit down there. He ma beg and in other words, he don't want me not to do what I said I will do. When the young man said terrorists, immediately suicidal thoughts came to me. The way he sang is like he would have killed himself. Sister Marlene, today the Lord tell me about backlash. It's in my phone. When I hear the cry of the young man, you ever hear man cry? When you hear man cry, and not because him is a sissy, is a cry coming out of that cry. And when I heard the cry, I said, Junior, don't worry, I'm coming. I'm coming, sweetheart, I'm coming. For those that saw it, you saw the fan that he had. You see the fan? We bought him a new fan. We bought stuff and take it to him, you know. The night we bought 3 tarpaulin was to go put it on the roof. But when we got there, it was late to cover the roof until I go back down. We bought him a cooler in case he go out, he get ice, he put it in there with some drinks. We bought him food stuff. We bought him things to put him clothes. We bought soap. We bought all kind of things with your money. Yes, I didn't show you. I bought him a lot of things. I bought him a stove. TK, you see the stove, but you see it on the thing. If you see the stove, well, for those of you who watch the thing, the stove where him take out from inside at that house. But hear this. Brethren, pray for me. The stove him take out from inside there. That's it, Sister Yvonne Hall. You put it right. Brethren, read your screen. Chaplain Yvonne Hall, the crisis manager, read your screen. She said, you had to stream Pastor so we can see the needs and urgency to help. Somebody gave me $3,000, almost $4,000. The person is on the stream right now from another country to buy the fridge, the deep freeze for in the kitchen downstairs by church. Yesterday the person called me and they said, servant concerning the fridge. I laughed. They said, servant, I know that laugh. And I laugh again. They said, servant, I know the laugh. The person said, servant, I already tell my family member, servant already used that money. I said, from the first time I went down in Jamaica, that money then, I already used that money. Almost $4,000 they gave me to buy the fridge, the deep freeze for church. I used it. I spent every dime. Somebody else gave me money to buy the stove up here, $2,000. I spent every dime of it. I didn't spend it on me, you know. I didn't spend it on Moya. I didn't spend it on the church. I spent it meeting the needs of God's people. The person said, servant, I know you use the money. I know you. You know, the person said to me, sit down. Sit down. I said, sit down. The person said, servant, we're selling some property. And when it is sold, the person said, when it is sold, you are getting some of that money. No, they already give me almost $4,000 and I spend it out. I didn't buy what they give me the money to buy, you know. Ma'am.
When you what?
Soon.
Do.
Go and do. That's a Moya. And I already spend the money and I already spend the money. But yet they're selling some property and they say, then call me to tell me. The money, you're getting some of that money. Why? Why you think some people are so generous in giving? And some of you want to give, but you don't have it. You don't have it. Don't worry, just pray for me. Because you see what I do. You see what I do for people. And brethren, can I tell you? Although yesterday I was discouraged, but God spoke before all the beating came where Pastor Chevy back is bruised up. Pastor Chevy back bruised up, he bruised up, he bruised up from the whipping she took yesterday with the phone calls from Jamaica. Concerning me streaming down there. And they're calling my name. Although God tell me push through. I'm going back to Jamaica shortly. I'm going to do the house. So they say no building. So I'm going to fix the house. I'm going down there. I'm taking Pastor Paul down and we're going down and fix the house. Pastor Paul is my architect. He's a builder. So we're going down 1 week and we're going to finish the house. And when we're changing the whole roof, we're doing whatever need to be done. We're doing whatever need to be done and we're furnishing it. The stove me want to talk about. Brethren, you remember the fan where I have 3 blade? When it just stand up there and the stove, think I used to the stove that come out from inside there. I wouldn't put that stove in my garbage. You know what he said? He said, Pastor. He said, he a man worse than where my condition, man worse than it. And the stove, he didn't show it where, you know. He taking it to one of his brethren up the road. Brethren, the stove, I wouldn't put it in my garbage. But yet there are people worse off than him down there. That using wood fire. And I said to him, I said, I want to meet them. So when I go down, I'm going back up there. I want to meet them. I want to go to see their condition. I'm telling Pastor Shay, well, you already know I'm going down there and I'm opening in Jamaica. I'm going to break the back of hunger down there. So we're starting a food bank where people can come and get food. This morning I'm telling Pastor Chevy, I said, I'm going to buy a piece of land down there. That money you're going to give me, I'm going to buy a big piece of land. I want to build some homes. I was asking Pastor Chevy if they have build like how we have apartment building here. I could have built some different apartments for people. Brethren, and I said, Pastor Chevy, this year it happening, no. I'm buying a big piece of property. I'm building something like a complex in Jamaica. 25 homes or more. You didn't hear me and you don't know me well. I am a Mayborn. 25 homes. And then I was saying to Pastor Chevy, I'm going to let people fill up application. Immediately God changed that. So those 25 homes or more will be going to people that is in dire need. For free. For free. And you know whose money I'm using? Your money. So please send me some money. I want a huge piece of property. And it will be a complex. Come as you are healing and deliverance center complex. Yes. Where we put people in homes. They tried to beat us up yesterday. Well, they didn't try to beat up Pastor Chevy bad, and I was part of it. But they don't see nothing yet. Them beat up Junior also. Then saying lazy. Then say all kind of things about Junior. This is where I come back to say, brethren, sometime like the woman tonight when she was stretching out her hand. When she was stretching out her hand. Is because she wanted somebody to help her up. Brethren, sometimes it's not lazy. Sometimes it's something happening psychologically. And if you will pause for a moment to hear them out. Pause for a moment to hear them out. Sit down and listen to them. Then you can hear them. That's right, Lady Gail. She back broad. Then you can hear their cry. And you now can take their hand in yours. And if you're a believer, you can pray for them. Even if you're not a believer, you can encourage them. If I can help somebody as I travel along, then my living shall not be in vain. Then my living shall not be in vain. Then your living shall not be in vain. If you would help but lady girl, as you travel along, then your living will not be in vain. Brethren, do whatever you can do for somebody. Help somebody. You're in a position to help. Please help. God tell me last year, no good deed will go unnoticed. Brethren, I don't have board in church where, in the Caribbean, when the month come or 6 months, they have board meeting where you have to tell how the money spent. Where? In come as you are, we don't have it, and it will never, nobody, because nobody dare not come ask me how money spent. They see how the money spent. So those kind of groups and organization and meeting, me not having a come as you are. We don't have it over there. Where? In this one? No, ma'am. Come as you are is a different church. All by itself. We pay people rent. We buy clothes. We feed people. We do all kind of things. And nobody can ask me, but can ask for money. Me? It's foolishness. You want to know how the money spent and what the money buy and what the... Where? Keep your money. I don't want it. Keep your money. Keep your money. Yes, and I want you to go tell the people them too. Because I said something on a live. And they go tell the person, say, here where servant said that she don't want your tithes. The person called yesterday crying, say she hear me say, I don't want the tithes. I say, yes, I don't want it. Don't send it there. And I said other things. Yes, so for those that just sit down and wait to hear what I have to say, to go and gossip and to have meeting and conference, go back and tell them I talk about it again. Yes, share it to them. You're not sharing it on your page because you can't handle the truth. But you want to call to make confusion. Spirit of God is not with you. The Spirit of God is not in you. You sit down and make call. Hear what servant says she don't want your tithes. And when she call, I say, I don't want it. Don't send it there. Send it to your other churches. Don't send it there. I don't want it. Go back and tell them I say it again. So keep your money. If you want to know your money spent, don't send it at come as you are. Because I'm going to spend it. I'm going to spend it to help somebody that needs help. That's what we do at Come As You Are Healing and Deliverance Center. Brethren, I'm finished. I'm going down to help Junior, the person with this man that need help. I'm going to see how I can help and what I'm going to do. And if I need to put somebody in there to work with him, I'm going to do it. Brethren, when I go back to Jamaica, you see in that area where the young lady said there's a lot of people there that need help, I'm going and find them. Elderly people, I'm going and find them, and I'm making sure I'm hiring people and use your money to pay them and put them inside there. Put them in there to work and to help them. Oh God, then my living shall not be in vain. Pray for me. Pray for me, please. So this is why I cry and I saying something wrong with me. I am COPD.
OCD.
I am OCD. Because anywhere I see help, I will jump out of my vehicle in the middle of the street to help. Every person under the sound of my voice, sit, think, what will Jesus do? And if for 2020 you didn't help nobody, shame on you, go back and find some people that need help and help them, please. And watch how God is going to bless you and your family. You don't watch me good. I bless till I don't know what to do with my own self. I am blessed and highly favored. And I'm going to let the blessing that is upon me run over on others. Thank you, Bayview. I'm going to let it run over on others. And the thing is that I tell somebody, it's not because I have money put down, you know. Me? You hear how much homes are going to build in Jamaica? 25. I don't have $1. You hear me going to buy land? I don't have $1. You hear me going to do a food thing down there? I don't have $1. But watch me do it. Watch me do it. I was even telling Pastor Chevy's 14 parishes in Jamaica, and I want to put some place, not pantry, because I don't deal with pantry. Pantry is expire food stuff that's being pantry. I want to put in every parish in Jamaica a place where people can go and get food for free, accepting no donations. So when I'm doing all that I'm doing, is not because I have money put down. Today my account was overdrawn by some couple dollars. Well, Sister Judy sent her tithes and offering and the account come back up. So it's not because I have money put down. But God made me a promise. God said to me, and every day they say to me, you are guaranteed help. You are guaranteed help. So all that you see I do is not me doing it. It's God doing it. And brethren, continue to pray for me. Because things come from right, left, and center. But pray me strength. Pray me strength. Sister Natalie Kanchan, pray me strength. Pray for me. This year, I'm going all about the place and help people. I want you to come on board. You do it there in St. Lucia. You do it there in St. Martin. You do it there in St. Vincent. You do it there in Barbados. You do it. I already have folks in my Bayview and them over there in Tobago doing a great job. You do it. Let me cover the world. I want to touch Africa and them place. Let's cover the world by helping those that need help. Brethren, I love you and I want to put down a good cry tonight. I love you. Pastor Chevy said no bother. I love you. And I'm going to keep you posted on everything. I'm going back to Jamaica shortly. And you're gonna know what's going on because I stream and show you everything. So pray for me. You hear, sweetheart? Huh? Pray for me, honey bunches. And I love you. And can I pause to tell you I thank you for your support? I thank you. I'm not only talking financial support, but oh God, when you come on and you say nice things to me like servant, I'm proud of you. When you say servant, be encouraged. When you say servant, you're going good. Even if you didn't give me $1,000, just you saying servant, I'm proud of you. Because I've never heard those words from my parents. Just you saying servant, you're going good. Just you saying servant, be encouraged. Just you saying those nice things to me. Oh God, it motivates me and boosts me to God. Keep saying those nice things. You hear? I love you, sweetheart. I'm going to eat. I didn't eat all day. I'm going to have a cup of tea and go eat. And tomorrow we're going to be in Jersey feeding. The best tea. Pastor Chevy makes the best tea. Brethren, I'm going to tell you something tomorrow. I'm not telling you now. Yes. Bless you. Continue to pray for Come As You Are Healing and Deliverance Center. We mean well. Thank you, Sister Judy Flowers. We mean well. Pray for us. You hear? Pray for us. I'm heavy. My heart is hurting. Pray. Love you. You're the best thing beside Christianity and Jesus that ever happened to me. Bye-bye, honeys. I'm home. And I had to come talk to you. Bye-bye, sweethearts. I love you very, very, very much. You are wonderful. How can I live if living is without you? I don't want to live I don't want to live anymore. I love you. I must not spend a moment without you. Jesus first, but without you, I need you. Okay, sweets? Bye-bye. I love you. Talk to you tomorrow. Yeah, when I'm out there feeding in Jersey, I must stream. So you'll see us. Bye-bye, sweetheart. Pastor Chevy said, love you. Bye-bye, honeys. Continue doing what you're doing. And those of you that not doing anything, get up and start doing something for me, please. For Jesus' sake. Bye-bye, sweetheart. Bye-bye. Bye-bye.